I want my story to allow other students that go to New England College to know that they can do it as well, that they can develop an idea, bring it to market, proof of concept, and then bring it public and be the future CEO of a different publicly traded company. And it's all achievable through persistence, continuous action towards your goals attainment, and it starts right here at New England College. My name is Josh Sodaitis. I am the chairman and CEO of Peer-to-Peer Network, stock ticker symbol PTOP, and I also run a consulting business, Momentum Capital Consulting. My degree was in poli-sci. I took a class on oral communications, and every time we went into class, we had to give a speech. What I did multiple times was I actually just pitched a stock to the class. I actually had students come up to me and said, "Is that really gonna happen? Like if I gave you $300? I'm like, I'm not a broker yet, but you should just invest in it." Another moment I would say that stood out to me, I had to give this speech in front of the whole class, and I was really intimidated at that time. And I think looking back now, doing an interview on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange for Bloomberg, you have those same set of fears, even though I'm much older, but you have the confidence that was developed way back from those type of classes, from speaking in front of other individuals. I hope my story inspires the next generation of New England college students so that they can excel in the world, that they can be persistent in their ambitions. I want my story to allow other students that go to New England College to know that they can do it as well, that they can develop an idea, bring it to market, proof of concept, and then bring it public and be the future CEO of a different publicly traded company. And it's all achievable through persistence, continuous action towards your goals attainment, and it starts right here at New England College. To go against the advice of my advisory panel. One of the things was they didn't want to do this settlement with this private company, and ultimately, because of that, we are where we are today. So it turned out to be the right decision. It was the fear of going against the advice of everybody and being able to be brave enough to trust in your vision. One of the things is you might not know what you want to do when you graduate college. Don't settle for just whatever you get. You're going to get a job out of college, but you want to always have that reach, right? You always want to try to get better and better opportunities. And I think with the invention of AI, that's going to eventually lay off a lot of jobs. But what they won't be able to kill is entrepreneurism. So entrepreneurism really is the future. And I was a stockbroker, then I wanted to own my own firm. Then I wanted to bring companies public, so I started a private equity group. And then that private equity group, I brought a few companies public, and then it gave me the idea of why don't I bring my own company public? So one piece of advice I would give to students of New England College, you have some of your best ideas when you're in college, and people might say, oh, that's stupid, you don't have the resources. So I'm gonna say that if you wanna contact info@freemobicard.com, we wanna act as an incubator. So if students don't have the money to get a trademark or a patent on their idea, feel free to send us an email. We'd love to give you the review. There's no such thing as a bad idea. There are just some things that don't have proof of concept to work in the market, but we'd love to help incubate good ideas from students. I know that the digital business card market, and I'm the inventor of the digital business card. I have 2 granted patents on it. That was one of the things that Bloomberg interviewed me about on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. Eventually, digital business cards are actually going to be the dynamic digital footprint, where you can share one point of contact to your friends. It's like asking for a phone number back in the day, but now they can take 5 minutes and they can connect with you on Facebook. They can connect with you on Snapchat, TikTok. So we eventually want all the users from all the platforms. Seek out those roles, apply, apply, apply. You might not get it. Apply to the same job if you want, 4 months later, don't give up. So I was from New Hampshire. Typically, you're gonna find that finance jobs are gonna be closer to the city. So it might make sense to move into Boston or into a city because there's gonna be more job opportunities in that sector, specifically in tech and finance. For entrepreneurism, it's gonna be hard in the beginning. You're not gonna be able to get the financial backing, so you're gonna wanna start out in finance, and then as you learn those ropes, develop those contacts, then you'll be able to have the investors that can back you. You really get what you put into it. Your ambition and your drive and your persistence is what's going to shape you as an adult, whether you're successful, especially in entrepreneurism. And so what you put into it, it's really what you get out of it. And if you're a sponge and you want to soak up everything that you can while you're here, debate things, learn how to debate, learn to be open and not rigid. I think that way you can adapt, make pivots as you have to in business. You can't be stubborn with an idea that's not working. You have to adapt and pivot. So the advice I would give to students is really find something you're passionate about and try to learn everything on the topic. You have faculty and really, really smart people here that you can ask questions to after you graduate. You don't have that opportunity anymore. And the civil debate that you can have as a student, and fortunately in this age, you don't have that same type of civil discussion that you can have in a classroom.